Hello, John here. Just wanted to discuss my paper I wrote for this semester paper on whether Google or Watson could replace Google as a search engine. And first, I started out by describing Google and how it works by creating a page rank for websites across the internet. There are over 200 methods that Google uses to rank its pages, create its page rank that can then be used to be matched or searched for keywords that are entered into a Google search engine. Google crawls over, or it has an index created that contains over 100 million gigabytes. Google breaks down queries that are put into a search engine, trying to understand exactly what the meaning is behind what you entered. It uses the latest understanding of natural language to get a better grasp on your and deeper meaning behind the content of your query. Google runs on inexpensive hardware instead of expensive hardware that is less likely to fail. Google went with the cheaper option so that they can have many machines running in parallel and just replace them whenever they fail, easily and cheaply replace them. This design helps them to keep the system costs down and the maintenance simple on the Google servers. They can swap them out without shutting down the entire system. If one server fails, there's always another one to take its place. Google uses big data, and the Google file system, along with Bigtable, instead of a traditional relational database, it does this mainly because Google processes what's known as unstructured data, but relational database cannot handle unstructured data. It can only handle structured data, making it impossible for it to use a relational database. So that's Google. Now let's take a look at Watson. Watson was created in 2011 to compete against two Jeopardy champions, Ken Jennings and Brad Ruder. It won the Jeopardy challenge without any problem. Watson is designed by IBM. It has Power 750 servers, each of which contains 3.5 gigahertz Power 7 Core 8 processors with 4 threads per core. So doing some quick math, that's 90 times 8 times 4 gives you 2,880 processor threads. To support that massive processing power, it's a total of 16 terabytes of RAM. During the gameplay, Watson relied on 15 terabytes of data. Instead of being connected to the internet, it solely relied on this 15 terabytes of data to answer the clues provided. Watson didn't invent new ways to understand natural language. It used the existing rules and techniques that would help it understand the deeper meaning behind the question that was asked, or the answer given in the case of Jeopardy. Watson used massive parallel computers to create different answers to the question and then combine all those answers and rank them and come up with the best answer that could be provided for the question. all of the massive computing power that Watson brought to the table was used to answer one question, whereas Google uses its massive computing power to answer 5.5 billion searches a day, with about 15% of those being entirely new searches. My conclusion is I don't think Watson will be overtaking Google anytime soon. Google has to deal with massive amounts of queries, whereas Watson can only deal with one at a time in its current configuration. It was not designed to handle the type of the amount of queries that Google is handling. Yes, maybe Watson can provide a better answer, but Google, on the other hand, is providing answers to billions. And so I don't think Google has anything to worry about with the competition from Watson. Thank you very much.